Whoa, you have totally caught me here in beautiful Oxford, Mississippi. And today I'm hanging out here at Rivers Hill Park looking at some trees. I am in the northern hilly Gulf Coastal Plain with really rich in iron oxide, red soils, and sand. These conditions create very unique plant communities with really cool upland tree species like shortleaf pine you can see right behind me. So here we're looking at two shortleaf pine or Pinus echinata. This is a beautiful native upland tree species, and this one would have historically been found in and around Oxford, Mississippi in this northern hilly Gulf Coastal Plain. You can see it has much smaller needles, two short needles, hence the name shortleaf pine, per sheath. So 2 leaves per sheath. And just for reference, here is the size of one of the cones. And right next to them, we have a couple of loblolly pine or Pinus taeta. Here we have the leaves and cone of the loblolly pine or Pinus taeta. As you can see, the leaves or needles are much larger, and there are 3 of them per sheath. So 3 are held together by this sheath. The cone is much larger as well. Oxford experienced some severe damage from last winter's storm. The takeaway is that the trees that have evolved and adapted to the conditions in which they're natural in, referring to the shortleaf pine, Pinus echinata, fared really well through this historic ice storm. These trees are doing great. And these are much older. These are slower growers. And then over here we can see a lot of damage from the ice storm, some significant limb failure. Quick sidebar here, the loblolly pine was pushed as an economically valuable tree nearly 100 years ago and planted all over the South. Though it does have a native range within the South, you can see here, it is more of a poorly drained bottomland species or lowland species most of the time. But I personally believe it would not have been native in this type of upland habitat where the shortleaf pine would have, and that's why we're seeing the shortleaf pine perform so much better in this ice storm event. I hope you are an advocate for the shortleaf pine if you're within its native range, and consider planting it instead of the loblolly pine. Lord knows we have plenty of loblolly pine. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.